we're back to discuss American Made, and if you saw our review, we both liked it just fine. I found it. I just finished season 3 of Narcos, maybe a couple weeks ago, and this is just such a like. It barely touches on some of that stuff,
Right.
but it is very much like tied into what's going to happen next and how insane and how over the top and crazy this stuff is. And so this just felt like Tom Cruise condensed Narcos for me, which was fine and it was funny and everything. But like honestly, it's kind of a movie where it's not that the best parts are in the trailer; it's that it doesn't get better than what's in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the tone of the whole film.
Yeah. In fact, if you saw the trailer, that's pretty much it in, a minute and a half. It's exactly what you'd expect. And if you want that drawn out over an hour and a half, you could do a lot worse. It was fun.
It's 2 hours and 2 minutes, but yes.
Well, there you go. It flew by so fast. I didn't know what the actual count was. So,
yeah. But that was cool. I mean, the whole thing with Mena, Arkansas, and how you went from like this ghost town to like a bank, and then a bank, and then another bank. Like, every street was lined with banks to hold all of his money.
Love the scene where the FBI agent was standing in the street, and then like people are rolling by in Porsches and all these fancy cars, and it's just like, well, there's something going on. And then just all the increased air traffic because Tom Cruise builds an entire team. It becomes a big operation. He recruits other pilots and just half a dozen planes flying over Arkansas every day, and it's just, I know, it gets just ridiculous. It stays in the context of these were real historical events, but then it also, I'm sure, grossly exaggerated. Like him going to the White House. No, I can't see how would that. No, why would they ever? He gets arrested.
He was not in a meeting with the head of the DEA and Ollie North.
Right. No.
As a civilian,
But that's okay because this movie is about. It serves the comedy of the moment. Like I love the scene late in the film where he gets busted by the DEA, ATF, FBI, and the local
state police.
They all bust him at the same time, and they're all arguing over him. And I think really that's more the film just serving its own needs, and that it's just poking fun at how ridiculous the drug trade was back then.
Yeah, and all of that stuff was really funny. I guess my thing with the trailer was that, it was funny when, all of those agencies showed up. The funniest part of that whole sequence, or that whole, the whole buildup of that, was him just walking away.
Yeah.
And that's in the trailer.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
It deflates. That, you know exactly where this is going.
They only increase it a little later in the film when they finally have him in a courtroom and the judge just gives him 1,000 hours of community service. Again, no way that would happen anywhere, but it made it fun and hilarious, and I appreciated that. So, and if you like that kind of humor, Forrest Gump type humor, except with drugs and airplanes and Tom Cruise, it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. If you've got nothing else going on tonight, go see it.
So, the ending is really weird.
Yeah.
Because they can't quite figure out, how to end it with this tone. And it almost should have ended with, they did the thing where he gets shot and it, fades the video out. That could have been the ending. I think it should have ended on Tom Cruise saying something, putting a button on it and that being the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Instead, it, goes into this thing about, what happened to all the fictional characters in the movie.
Okay, they're all fiction.
Instead of, what happened to all the real people.
Right, yeah. Pablo Escobar or Oliver North, they could have talked about them. Well,
Ochoa, the guy that he mostly talks to through the movie.
Yeah.
He was dead by the time, he was dead by, probably by, the second or third time they went and visited there.
Oh.
They kind of extended his life a little bit, but, they could have, it was weird that, they were kind of using facts to make this sort of comedic, rompy kind of thing, and then at the end it's like, you know, that one guy that he worked with that one time that wasn't cool about the pictures, he became a preacher. Well, why? Why? I don't care. Like, Lucy did just fine. She went back to work at a chicken place with a bracelet on.
Yeah, she had lots of fancy jewelry.
She wore fancy jewelry to the chicken place.
Yeah, well, that's... I forgave it because the whole film is just taking historical context and using it as inspiration for comedy and interesting action sequences. That's it. So
yeah,
I wouldn't read into it too much. Just take it for what it is, and you'll enjoy it.
I can see the Forrest Gump comparison. I'm on record as saying that I absolutely hate Forrest Gump, but it's not because of that part of it, that aspect of it.
Right, but you see how that movie used those historical events to give it context, and it's just kind of fun to be like, oh, he was there.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not...
He co-founded Apple Computer, sure. Of course he did.
Yeah. I hope to God no history teacher ever uses that film or this film to be like, here, kids, here's what it was like in the 80s.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's worth watching the 3 seasons of Narcos that are out there. And I mean, if you want to know about the Medellin cartel, they're the first 2 seasons, and then it moves into the one that came next. I'm spacing on it at the moment, but there was another one that came after that.
Oh yeah, but
took over the vacuum.
But that's okay, because we're here to watch Tom Cruise put on his aviators and fly a plane, and you know, it's nice to see him as a character who's not in control of the situation. You know, he's just kind of, all he wants is money, and he just wants to live an exciting life, and it blows up in his face time and time again. And that's what it's about. It's nice to see him do that rather than, you know, all the movies he's made over the last 20 years where he's this sharp guy who talks really fast, wears a leather coat, and things are blown up. But yeah, runs towards the camera. He's always running towards the camera, you know. So in that respect, I liked it. So
yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
It was a fine movie.
More than makes up for The Mummy that came out earlier this year. Whew. Yeah. Good to know old Tom still has it. God, how old is he now? 50-something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it doesn't look like he's aged a day. Guy can do anything. And, you know, he's very active and hyper throughout the movie, but not annoyingly so. So
yeah, which I thought they were going to do something funny with the fact that he got completely coated in cocaine.
Oh yeah,
and he took off on that kid's bike.
Yeah, that was.
You see him 3 days later, still strung out, and
yeah, that was a fun scene too. So again,
but yeah, that's American Made. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written video reviews at DaleMaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.